You're basically just a giant.
As a pretty much same concept.
The other heroes like that, like Slark's another one of that example. Just great. Gonna stack more essence before you actually go pop. Don't expect to see a Slark in Navi's lineup though. I think there's maybe a little bit too much lockdown. There's a Spectre though. Okay, so EG, they're just trying to cruise out this mid game and make sure that they can just dominate the late game.
That's the hero that you want to save, and Viper being out of the pool means that nothing here kind of builds into items that can break the Spectre. Troll might get Silver Edge at one point. It's good against Tide Hunter, good against Spectre, good against Viper. So he might actually consider getting one in this game.
Justification. So Na'Vi, do they want to secure a late game scenario if they get forced there, or do they want to try and aim for a mid game finish point?
Yeah, I feel like they need more of a hero that can scale, because you can't really rely on just the Troll, and your Magnus is not gonna be that good of a scaling hero because you need to run around the Troll and buff him up, so something that can benefit from Empower. Otherwise, there's no real usage of Magnus in this game.
Let's go for the Alch. Okay, so hero that can benefit from the Empower but also farms rapidly on its own.
Yeah, so the battle of late game. I mean, we said that they need something that can keep up with the Spectre's farm, with Viper's farm in the late game, and Alchemist is going to be that one.
I'm looking at it right now. EG seem to have a big focus on sustain, whereas Na'Vi have gone for this more greedy, accelerated lineup, right? They're aiming to get 6 slotted a lot quicker than EG and flip that advantage. So do EG have to play this early mid game a lot more aggressively?
Not necessarily. They can still put a lot of aggression if S4 has a good laning stage. Viper is gonna farm in the jungle nevertheless, and farming Spectre, that's I mean, Spectre's always your hero you can rely on in the late game, so other 4 just need to play aggressive and buy time for Spectre. And every time Ravage is up, Shadow Shaman ulti is up, they can group up and take a fight. Alchemist is not gonna get Radiance, even if he has an ideal game, probably be before 12-minute mark, and Spectre can use the Haunt a couple of times, grab some kills, continue farming. So I'm not gonna say that Navi's lineup is bad. It feels like this Alchemist, at least from what I saw in this patch, it's not that great of a pick. At least from the games that I saw, I'm not convinced yet. It feels like he gets overrun most of the time, especially if your one tower falls and you have a Shadow Shaman, so he might not have an easy time.
Definitely a fair point to be made there. I mean, we saw Chaos try and run it earlier today, and the overwhelming aggression. We're talking about a lineup. You said the Spectre, the global presence. You've got a Viper that's going to look to fight pretty early if he gets the opportunity. And you're talking about a lineup that has a Shaman who's always going to be pushing. And I guess the big concern for Na'Vi is you've taken this Empower, you've taken this Alchemist. You need a lot of the map, and there's a question as to whether EG are going to give you the time to actually lock down that farm, to actually have control of your own jungle. Those tuning in, the score is 1-1. That means whoever wins this goes into the upper bracket to face off against Vici tomorrow.
The good old GSL.
Honestly, with what we've seen so far from these two, this could genuinely go either way. Rough-wise, like you said, the Alchemist is going to be the biggest question mark out of anything here. It is an unproven variable.
Depends if they can get some stacks running for him in the jungle. His laning stage. We are going to see this matchup, Viper against Alchemist. So a lot of that green slime is going to be on the mid lane.
Changing fluids back and forth.
Oh yeah.
As you do. Once he's just looking to secure this rune. Throw out the dagger as well, just to slow down on Sneko. And Blizzy, does he level into the skewer? He doesn't want to have to. He's going to try and grab this. Does manage to get his hands on it. Takes a decent amount of damage out of it.
Yeah, EG realizes that they have Alchemist, so he's just gonna be blocking the mid lane. They bring Viper as well to try to secure some more bounties for themselves. If they were clicking fast enough, if they had better mouses, they could have grabbed the 4 bounty runes, steal it away from Alchemist, and it would be a huge advantage for them.
True. If they just had Corsair mouses, that'd be the dream. But in the end, out gets the smart goal to begin with. And we will probably see that Soren coming up pretty rapidly. This is a weird lane as well, because both of these guys can fall back to the jungle. The question is, which team has the supports that can punish that?
Well, both of them might actually farm the lane, because we've seen Vipers not getting more than 1 point in poison stack. We'll see how Sumail decides to play this matchup. Alright, so far no points in poison stack, just wishes to have a corrosive skin, some extra magic resistance, even though acid spray is physical, so it's not the greatest.
It's just a little bit extra DPS out when they attack you, of course.
Yeah.
And you can kind of skirt that with the acid spray. That's kind of one of the values you get out of Viper, is if you're up against these heroes with low damage AoEs, you can exploit that on the edge.
Yeah, I mean, it still procs the corrosive skin nevertheless, but
the damage is negligible in comparison. You can already see Viper actually taking a lot of damage in this lane. But they've got plenty of regen between the two of them. Focus on the other lanes. We're going to have a Troll versus a Tide, and this feels like a lane that's going to be hard to see kills on either side.
Yeah.
So is the bot lane the one we're looking towards for some aggression, perhaps? It just feels like all these lanes are very passive, right?
They are indeed. Like, there's not too much kill potential from Mag and Bane unless they get a skewer on Oracle. Spectre's just gonna be able to run away with the dagger, has a stout shield. They really can't kill her.
Top lane. Just as we say, these lanes should be pretty passive. In the end, it's actually Na'Vi that strike first and find a kill onto, well, definitely the most tanky individual on EG's lineup.
The good thing for EG is the bottom lane. They don't have too much kill potential. Fly has both of these camps free, so he can try pulling them, unless Sonaiko is pulling those.
That's the beauty of the way they changed this side of the map. Much easier for the off lane to pull through as well. In fact, I don't know about you. I often find myself just pulling here and here, either side, whether I'm Radiant or Dire. It's such a simple pull now. Can easily be interrupted though. Depends on the heroes you have.
Yeah. Viper kind of dominating the mid lane. Has Arcane Rune, just spitting that Nether Toxin on him. He needs to stay out of acid spray.
Oh, bot lane.
So Alchemist can use Flask. Alright, I didn't see what happened there. I was just checking if Alchemist can die on the mid lane.
I mean, it's a fair point, right? Like, you don't expect to see that kill happening. You're just kind of... I think the most intriguing thing you expect to see in this early game is who's going to be able to farm more efficiently, the Alk or the Viper.
Yeah, I mean, Skewer is not on cooldown. That's why I'm surprised that Fly died.
It looked like he was a little bit too aggressive. I mean, I caught just the end of it. It looked like he was being aggressive. He was stuck in the creep wave trying to escape it.
I mean, yeah, if you don't control your hero, you're probably going to die.
Just, you know, click your hero somewhere in the lane, go for a toilet break. Sometimes you just feel bad about pausing, you know? You don't want to fool the spectators. Your fans, they want to see action. As I say that... What? What is going on with this bot lane? Sonaiko just went down. This feels like a lot of mispositioning coming out.
Oh, Regen Rune. Fly is going to save that for Sumail.
And Magical would have loved that as well. He has to use his salve instead.
Much like
Team on the top lane. They're getting aggressive on the S4. They're going to slow him down with the Whirling Axes after he just gets the debuff. They're getting pretty low. His shot coming out. Shackles as well. Going to lock Tusk in place. And Chris says go. Don't get too aggressive here, S4. Salve up and stay alive.
I'm surprised Tidehunter doesn't have a single point in Gush. It's
true,
so
especially
effective.
with...
Yeah, Shadow Shaman's base damage.
He hits pretty hard. And now, speaking of that Shaman, they shot him in, but he turns around the Shackle and Tusk. Getting pretty low. Whirling Axe coming out. Ether Shot gets the kill on Crit. He's going to run away from Crystallize. Needs to be careful, actually, because he might turn around. Doesn't have enough mana for an Ether Shot, so Crystallize will be fine.
Yeah, because Tidehunter right now has a lot of mana that is unspent, and with that Gush, that would probably be a kill on Troll Warlord. Runes are gonna spawn. They want to contest. They want to grab as many as possible, considering there's Alchemist on their team. 1, 2 for EG right now, and 2 2-2 in the end. Plus they got a kill on Fly.
Yeah, Fly was trying to just snatch one away. Did pay the ultimate price for it. And it's quite funny the way he played that as well. Blizzy didn't even go for the kill first of all. He just held him in the Nightmare. Tried to actually go and snatch a rune from right under Arteezy's nose. Viper is backstabbing here. They won't make a plan of magical. A little bit far out. There's the Viper strike. Will slow him down. The Nevtoxin as well. And the Shackle is stuck in here. He's dead. Big pick off. Probably the biggest one that EG can find on this map, actually.
Yep. Well, both Vipers and the Alchemists love to be in jungle, but the Viper kind of dominated the lane, and now he decides to go to jungle and give free lane for crit, which means that the Alchemist is gonna go back in his triangle, just try to keep farm there, but that's gonna benefit EG so much more. Getting levels on Shadow Shaman, getting items on this hero, so much more valuable than, let's say, getting items on Bane or Position 4 Dusk.
Yeah, like there's a clear correlation in objectives from XP and gold perspectives for the Shaman, right? You can get killed and drop wards and take a tower. Harder to do that with the side of Na'Vi. You don't have that big ultimate that enables a push. And got a preview in the top lane of just how close S4 can skirt the line. He did almost get dropped, but because he's dealing with Tusk who's melee and Crystallize wanting to be in melee for the roots as well, this Anchor Smash just negates any ability for them to find kills on him. He did skirt the line there. In fact, I think he got away on about 40 HP. You know, thread the needle.
And Bane can CS against Shadow Shaman, that's the thing, while he was in the mid lane.
No points in the Enfeeble. It's not like you can slow him down till either. Can't really trade. And S4, oh, they've caught him off with the shards. Got Anchor Smash coming off cooldown. They'll just move in, trying to reduce damage to Crystallize. Shackles is going to be there, and now Pings come out, Flies here as well. The Haunt, they're going to jump straight in, looking on the Chew, want to get rid of him first. Maybe we forward on the Crystallize, but he's already backing up.
And Spectre's going to farm up top a little bit, and the TP on the bottom lane. Lane is pushing in.
And that will give space for Blizzy to get a little bit more gold. He is the best performing core on the side of Na'Vi right now, which, you know, thumbs up, he's top of net worth, but it's also concerning that you've got an Alchemist that isn't top of net worth. Definitely not the way you want to see this hero playing out. Oh, Viper Strike interrupted, but they take it off and Sumail will pursue forward. Looking on to Seneko, going to get pretty low. Ice Shards blocks him in, but he may have done enough damage. He needs one more hit, but can't find it in crit. Nope, couldn't get the Ether Shock out. Seneko's going to stay alive. It's
only level 2 Ether Shot, plus he had Fairy Fire to work with, so Bane was fine in the end, though. The important thing is they can't pressure Spectre, and you do not want to give Spectre an easy lane. Right now, she's sitting on 36 CS, and who's going to rotate? Like, your Bane is level 4. You need to bring Tusk, Bane, +1. Magnus has level 6. Still doesn't have RP skilled, but they need to bring 3 people to kill this Spectre.
They need to do it soon. You know, this is a type of hero that is designed to have a rough lane because of how powerful it is later.
EG needs to place some boards on Spectre's lane, either on high ground to see the rotations coming out from the tower, or just place it in the lane.
Not easy. Finds 2. Just back away. Seneko has got the Nightmare. They've got the RP. Gonna go for the skewer back, but they don't have the damage.
Yep, that's why I said they need 3 heroes, because he's definitely not gonna die.
They didn't listen. And as a result, they reveal what they were doing, and that means they've got less people guarding top. You can already see Sumail moving in, but Crystallize, he's quick to back away. All the concern, all this time I'm just looking at the mid. I'm just looking at the fact that Crit now has 6. And they could easily just transition to a push in the mid lane. Crystallize is going to be pressured to TP back to base. And that frees up the top lane to push, and Chew is here alone.
Also, Tidehunter just hit level 6. But it doesn't have a point in Ravage, because he's
he doesn't need it.
Mana. Yep.
Chew, he might go for the TP now. And there's no mana actually, so he will get out. Nice escape, but he leaves behind a tower that they could easily push onto.
Yeah, they lost the vision. Shadow Shaman is gonna push that mid lane. Serpent Wards are ready. I guess he's just waiting for a catapult.
And the kind of thing to like note here is, while getting these kills would be nice for EG, at the same time, at this stage in the game, when the XP is so crucial, when you're trying to reach those level 6s, forcing them back to base wastes valuable time for Na'Vi.
Yeah, glyph on glyph action on a mid lane. You pop a glyph to save your tower, but then he pops it, so saves its creeps. This tower's gonna go down. You can see Sumail already trying to backstab.
Yeah, there's no way to stop it. We'll secure the runes.
It's gonna be 4 runes. This is gonna be huge for Na'Vi.
Oh, but Bane being slowed down. Maybe it won't be Fly. He's just quick enough. Oh, no win layers is needed. The difference is he has boots and Seneko does not. Meanwhile, bot lane, RP coming out, looking onto the Spectre here. Wants to try and get him snowball as well. He needs to escape from the Haunt. He'll get away. He goes to the top lane and now he's going to turn it into a kill as Bane is held on the spot. They say thank you for revealing your entire team and enabling an easy push in the top lane.
That's how you play Spectre. Nicely done by Arteezy. Just dodging the gank, getting the last hit on the tower. Didn't get a last hit on a hero, but is gonna continue to free farm. There's no RP, which means that Na'Vi can't play aggressive. Bane's grip ready. He just hit level 6.
Yeah, but
EG's gonna play aggressive. They know that they need to pressure this Alchemist. He farmed 2,000 gold. Ravage is up, so they can try to go for tier 2 towers. Road of Aethos is finished on Viper. He just needs to use the courier.
S4 hadn't actually leveled the Ravage at 6. He was holding on. As soon as he saw that the RP was down, he says, okay, now we want to go for these team fights. You can already see it. They're ready to invade. They're smoked up. They're going to go in, and Seneco's going to break that smoke. We'll allow the Alchemist to escape, but he won't be so lucky. He will go down. Takes a little bit of time, but it's inevitable.
Yeah, I'm surprised Dragons didn't get the kill there.
They tried. Try as they might. S4 just sees them, and now you can farm them up with the Ankin Smash as well.
A lot of farm on the bottom lane. Spectre has a TP.
Trying to pressure Magical, interestingly enough. You can appreciate it, but how do you slow him? You don't really stop out from farming by staying there.
No.
Critters in the bot lane. They're pinging it out. They could go for the snowball in, but they don't have the War's Punch afterwards. They have to be quick with this kill. It's got a stick as well, so you could get the mana to drop the Serpent Wards.
This is why I don't like Magnus as position 3, because you still need to run around your cores and buff them up. And position 4 Magnus does this way better, because you have a core who's not gonna scale that much.
That was kind of my concern. It's like, if you pick Magnus, you need to pick enough heroes to justify it. But if you pick 2 melee heroes, that's two. You're basically babysitting 2 kids, right? You just got, you know, they need their diapers changed, they need the bottle. You got to run around back and forth. It's like being the babysitter, but you're not allowed to have the kids in the same room. They have to be on the other side of the house.
That's what I'm doing when I'm try-casting with Dakota and Grand during King's Cup.
Gotta balance it. Okay, you make a good surrogate father, all right? Seems kind of oddly, ironically fitting that Dakota named his kid Dominic.
Yeah, I don't know where he got the name from.
Sounds like a good name.
One of the best, I would say.
I don't know if I'd stretch it that far, but okay, it's a cute baby. Yes, one of the best names. You win. Oh, it's sitting pretty deep this whole time. This man has no fears right now. He's actually just sapping XP away from Magical. You really see actually the positioning from EG. They've invaded the entirety of the Dire jungle, and while Na'Vi is finding farm, they're finding it in an inefficient location because this puts you so far away from the pit.
Spectre realizes there's a lot of people on the bot lane, and she's just farming the top side of the map.
But bot
are gonna be you, RP
coming out, and now the Hornet as well gonna get troll low power trance just in time. He gets himself out of the wards because of that push out, and now Aethos on the side. Magnus will fall. Crystallized Kite Out will go down with him. That was their initiation. Every time these Haunts screw up the initiation and the RPs from Na'Vi.
Yeah, it also shows where the rest of the team is, so you can easily outnumber them. TP if it's needed. Magical so close to getting that Sacred Relic.
Yeah, you could see the move as well. S4 was trying to find him. He went so aggressive there. But he'll just snatch away his stacks. You can see Arteezy already pushing him bot.
Golems.
God bless. Hyde farming so well. Now Shackle's coming out in the mid lane. Seneko, he might have level 6 now, but he's not getting a chance to use it. Another tower falls, and this was someone we highlighted at the beginning. Is Na'Vi need a lot of the map to get their value out of this Magnus. They're running out.
Spectre. Yeah. Power Threads, Magic Wand, 2 raid bands, straight into Radiance, because she wants to scale, and the other 4 guys on his team can play aggressive. They're also playing against Alchemist, which means that he wants to farm that Radiance, and they can see him farming, which means that he's close to it but does not have it yet.
Instead, they find Magnus farming as well, and they punish him straight away. Nice smoke rotation, moving towards top as well. Magical might get the occasional CS, but you can just see this urgency. You can see the way he has to move. He has to be on the run so often.
Now they grab 3 bounty runes.
Oh, they'll get you though.
For themselves, plus a kill. This is all looking EG. I have to say, every single time I see Alchemist, he just loses the game. And if you're not 10,000 gold ahead, you're not ahead.
That's the thing. It's deceptive, right? Oh, great. Look, Alk, he's got 300 gold lead on the closest competitor from his opponent's team. It's like, yeah, but it's an Alchemist, guys. That guy should be 2,000-3,000 gold ahead by this point, at least. He's got his Radiance recipe. He's almost completed the relic now as well. When we look across at Arteezy, he's about to have his relic, so he's not really that far behind.
He's only recipe away from his Radiance.
Which one has a bigger impact at this stage in the game, right?
Do I have to answer that one?
You can just answer it with the eternal screams of the Alchemist as he dies. That's what's going to happen here. I mean, like, he doesn't even have a level 2 chemical rage. I don't think he survives a horn gank. Don't quote me, but I'm almost 100% sure. I don't like to throw out those numbers. I'm not a stat man, as you know, Lacoste.
What are you?
Oh, I'm a seeker of blood sports. You know, it's like, I just like to shout, get excited, scream like a little girl occasionally. Apparently you get paid for that.
Much like cordwood before accident.
Wait, are you getting paid for this?
No, not at all. Oh, and Price is being paid by Fly for being so aggressive. The false promise comes out. He'll be able to heal up, should stay alive, and she will go for the TP away. Fairness, that was EG's move to make, so Na'Vi will be happy with that. So, yeah, we'll pay you in monster cats.
Top tower is under attack.
In-game items.
Yes, we will give you unlimited BZZ sets.
Well, if it's a golden one, it's extremely expensive.
Sorry, no gold, no gold. God, we're not that rich. S4. Okay, skill attempt not quite hitting. Shu has got the shards though, although how heavily do you commit onto this Tide Hunter? They might realize no one else is here with him. He's just gonna run around.
Oh, the play. He turns back like he has a full team behind him. Look at him playing so aggressive.
He's going so deep, and he does have a team behind him now. Sumel's arrived as well. The Ravage goes out. Troll in trouble. Getting pretty low. Can't get the Battle Trance out. And they can actually push on this tower. They're so tanky between the two of them. And your Alchemist doesn't want to fight. He's on the Radiant side of the map farming.
Man, S4 with the plays. Some extremely good mind games going on right now. Alchemist has that Radiance, managed to farm up Ultimate Orb on top of it. Spectre has Radiance finished. Haunt is ready. I don't think they want to fight right now. They could still go for Roche.
Oh, they are.
Shadow Shaman with the Mass Serpent Wards.
Dropping it down. Drop like it's hot. S4 wants to get maybe a second light. I think you probably give it across to Sumel. I don't know if S4 needs it. But then again, I mean, we saw how deep he went without an Aegis.
I mean,
like you go even deeper with Sumel.
Pick it up.
Oh, they commit the RP. They screwed him back. The Horn's going to come out as well. Now they can move into initiate on this. Sumel getting pretty low. Is going to mech up, stay alive. RTZ backstabs the back line. Bane getting pretty low. They're going to be waiting. Eva Shock melts through them. Now the battle trans, but no. Sumel's going to stay alive. Look at that HP.
Red.
The false promise just in time. The Grid's not doing enough though. Spectre just burning them all down. And EG sacrifice one to take the many as free die from Na'Vi, and all they give over is a scary, I don't even know what I'd actually call Viper, Dragon Man. Let's call him a dragon.
It's a flying snake.
Flying snake. There we go. We'll go with that.
Alright, there's a region rune, so they might want to go into Roche Pit again. If S4 finishes his Deso and he's just 200 gold away from it, that's gonna give him an easy time getting the Roche.
Blizzy's been found. Crit was just walking by and he found a surprise. Oh dear, oh dear. It looked like Blizzy was trying to cut the wave, I'm gonna assume. I don't know any other reason to be there. Did he have a TP? Yeah, he had a TP available.
Man, Crit is playing out of his mind this game. 14 out of 17 kills, participation. Didn't die once. Level 12 as a Shadow Shaman. 20 minutes in. Has a Blink Dagger and 4 staff queued up. He almost has enough money for it. He's gonna pop it. Come on, Steely.
For comparison, by the way, Blizzy is level 11. Crystallize is level 10. And as you just said, Crit level 12. He's not scared of anything in this game. Oh, Spectre did spot out Seneko. The Nightmare's going to be there. Meanwhile, Oracle gets found in the top lane trying to secure some bounty runes. Seneko will fall in the bot lane as RTZ slowly chases him down. He'll beg for his life, but no one can hear you scream in the Radiant jungle. Oh, the neutral creep! The Hellbear got him. Hellbear does smash indeed. RTZ robbed of the gold he felt he justly deserved.
It's a tough game for Na'Vi. They might need to stall this one for another 20-40 minutes if they want to win it.
All right, 20-40 that 20-40 minutes, that's not much. Okay, that's just 2 times 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's not too much. Oh, this is painful though. Alchemist, that's the kill you can't afford to give over, and they just found him. The mana doesn't get him out. Now they'll just push for the high ground. They've got a catapult as well, and S4 will tank the entirety of the damage coming out from that tier 3.
Oracle saving Tom of knowledge until he hits that level 10 XP gain, then he's gonna pop it.
I feel like a god at that stage. I wonder if S4 will go for the XP gain at level 15. I mean, he's snowballing out of control. This entire lineup of BG right now is snowballing out of control. It's pretty rough for the Tusker here, considering he's meant to be master of...
Come on, S4, you need to hit the range racks as well to get the maximum efficiency from that Deso. Just hit once.
Nah, he doesn't care. Is that right?
Oh, now he's
just toy with them. We're buying time so RTZ can arrive after he takes the tier 2. That's what this is. Nightmare coming out on the tide. Will slow down his push, but Sunel still hits, and the catapult is still alive. All the while, RTZ just here, ready to go. He has an Aegis, he has the exorcism to... excellent haunt rather to work with. Obscure, blink away in time, and it looks like someone might stun himself. Magical needs to turn around, but he doesn't even risk it. Tries the mana dodge, fails, and S4, he's got the Ravage, he's getting ready, but the Snowball comes out. Tusk trying to move away from this. Directs S4 even deeper, says thank you very much, I want to get closer for the 5-man Ravage. Magical will not cue the stun for too long, but RTZ is in your base now, he's joined in. They can move straight to bot after this, and they will do so.
They have no ways of locking the Tide Hunter, which means that he's gonna get his Ravage off if they try to initiate. So Na'Vi is in a really tough spot right now. They need to do something, but they really can't.
They need to do something very big, and S4 might be the one to do it instead, because he's got the Ravage ready. It's going to come out, rolling through straight across onto crit, War's punch in the air, but Chu's already dead. Buyback does come out. Us needs to hold this. Magical activates the chemical. Charging up the stun right now. Throws it across onto S4, but he still can't touch this Spectre. He is a force to be reckoned with. I mean, if they don't get him out now, they're never leaving. That's the big problem. The walls go down, and now you're in trouble. Glyph activated. RTZ not really feeling the damage just yet. Going through those illusions. Be a second lane going, and if you have to be very careful, because if you slip up once as Na'Vi, it's not just 2 lanes, it'll be 3. In fact, EG might just go for the 3rd. How greedy they're feeling.
Yep, they took the tier 2 tower on the top, which means they can go for tier 3s right now, and Tide Hunter just runs away.
I mean, you skewer him back. All you're doing is encouraging a Ravage, and that's why they're hesitant to do anything about him.
3 Blink Dagger, skewer him back into your own team.
Oh, Magical. Gonna move away with the Chemical Ray. Does give that Dispel to get out of the Atos. Still taking these down. Vibe Strike's gonna be on the side. Crystallize being tied out. Magical down to half HP already. I'm on the spot. Charging up the stun right now. The Battle Trance just in time, but Troll really low on HP. Shaman. Hex is up. Gonna move it up. He connects on 2, but now the Ravage, no! He was free to go, and S4 locks him on the spot. The Thorn's gonna be used, and now Buyback's coming out from the Troll and the Magnus as well, but no! They have lost Magical, and with it, GG comes out. EG in dominant fashion take this deciding game between the 2.
Yeah, this is just perfect game, and the draft from EG, they did extremely well. Hunted down Alchemist in the jungle, delaying his Radiance. Spectre almost got the same timing on Radiance as Alchemist. That's pretty insane. Also, I gotta give credit once again to Shadow Shaman. Crit played extremely well. The itemization was on point. That Deso actually allowed them to siege these buildings so quickly, and it's just an outplay from the start. I didn't like this Alchemist pick from Na'Vi, and I mean we can see why. I saw like 6 or 7 games of Alchemist in the past 2 weeks, and I think they lost every single game.